In February, I went to Sweden. And I think it's probably really simple to figure out why I went to Sweden. And for those that still haven't caught on, I went to see the new Need for Speed. Holy shite. Like, I don't even know where to start with this. I could go right to the beginning and think, like, I woke up to this email, and it was literally titled Need for Speed. And I was thinking, oh, it's going to be some guy suggesting, you know, some Need for Speed stuff, so I'll read it when I get up and close my phone. Got up on my PC. Holy shite. This is an email asking me to come out to Sweden. They'll fly me out to Sweden, and I will play the game. I will suggest things. I will literally just get to see the future of Need for Speed and keep it hush. There's so much I could go over, like how frustrating it was to get my passport. That's just another story. I'll probably complain about that another day. But there was things like, obviously, how the hotel was, and getting there, and traveling abroad for the first time on my own, and seeing Need for Speed, and seeing the developers there working on the game, and me suggesting things, and talking to Craig, and talking to James, and talking to Marcus, and it's... I couldn't... Literally... This was a thing. So over the next coming months, you're going to hear more and more and more about Need for Speed, obviously. And I've got to tell you, it was absolutely awful to make these videos speculating Need for Speed, because so many people ask for them. And that's kind of what I do. I speculate Need for Speed a lot. And we already knew kind of, we assumed that it was going to go for the underground tunery route. And they did. They have done that, as you found out today, because this video is going to come up when the trailer's been revealed, and I've done my breakdown, which if you haven't seen, you should probably check it out. The main thing I want to get across in this video is that you guys are the reason that this was actually a thing, and that I went to Sweden, that we made, you know, we influenced Need for Speed to be like it's going to be with the next game. We were a huge part of that. And even if we weren't like the main reason, just think, you writing your comments on your thoughts on what you want Need for Speed to be has at least, you know, created a chain reaction to create more videos, to create more discussions in the comments, and they read through these. On Facebook, they see your comments, they read through them. And it's amazing that a studio wants to do this, because a lot of studios do not give a damn what their fans want. And you can tell by this game, this is exactly what the fans have wanted for a really long time, and that's just an amazing feeling. I got to meet some really, really cool people, other than the Ghost Games studio staff, which I'll get into in a minute, but my god, like everything, just, it got to the point where I had to stand there, I thought, wait, did I literally just, for the first time ever, leave the country on my own, on a plane, and I'm in another country, looking at the game that I've wanted for pretty much all of my time here on YouTube, and since 2008, like, is this a dream? Like, I literally just at times I thought, like, what? My mind exploded. I got to meet so many cool people. It was really awesome, because there were people from the YouTube community kind of thing. I got to meet Alan from Team VVV. That was awesome. And I got to meet a few other YouTubers as well. And I actually got to meet people from the car, like, scene, not from YouTube as well. On the other side, there was someone from Car Throttle. There were a few guys that I didn't really know, because it was only like a day or two actually being there. And, you know, we didn't have a lot of time, because we were literally just learning all about this game. All this information was being crammed into our brains. And we all, like, we could not say things that were wrong with the game. That is how spot on this game is going to be. It's been so frustrating seeing comments like recently when the picture and I brightened it, people were saying, oh, it's not going to be a new Need for Speed, it's just No Limits, it's the same cars. It's like, I want to give a proper valid reason. Well, I could say, for example, they've already released a No Limits trailer, why would they hype it up again? But I mean, I couldn't just say I've seen it, but now I can. It's amazing. As you go into the studio, there's scissors doors, which is really, really awesome. Like they liked to comment on the scissor doors. At this point in time, we just knew it was the next Need for Speed, and we didn't know exactly what it was going to be. But I had a feeling since they invited me, it would be kind of a big thing to do with tuning cars and upgrading them and writing them, if you will. Later on, we went into like a room where they were showing us more about the game and stuff. And there was actually a screenshot of the game. We didn't know it was a screenshot at first, but it was literally like a picture of a stanced car. And it looked absolutely amazing. And then someone pointed out there was like a little lighting glitch on it. I was like, holy shit, that is actually the game. And like it took us quite a while to realize that was the game. And there's just so much to go over. I'm not gonna have enough time. So in the studio, like everybody was working the hardest. I believe like when we were supposed to leave was when they were pretty much, you know, rounding up for the day. But everybody was still working. And that was amazing. Like, we had time with the game as well. And we see this, like, some of the developers that manage the handling and manage the game design and everything. They come up to us and we can ask them questions. And, you know, we got to play a very, very, very early build of the game. And at that stage, it ran amazingly. It sounded amazing. Even though I didn't even have headphones, I was using the TV monitor speakers. And it still sounded amazing. So that's a good sign because I hate monitor speakers. But it basically has everything we want. There's not much else I can say, but hopefully you guys are going to be learning more over the next few months and stuff along with me, because I don't know absolutely everything. It wasn't a finished build in any way. There wasn't all the features in the game in any way. But again, thank you so much for allowing me to have this opportunity. Like, your support allows this, and obviously thank you to Ben and Gareth and everybody at Ghost Games. Like, oh my god. I actually ran into Marcus on the last day just before I had to leave pretty much. And he recognized me, and that was just—it's just amazing. Like all the Ghost Games staff, as if they knew me, and that was I'm not good with words today, but you can understand why. So again, thank you to everyone at Ghost. You have literally you've made our dreams come true. And I know that sounds really, really stupid and cheesy, but we've waited and prayed for this game since 2008. Some of us since Carbon, pretty much, so 2006. Because the games after that weren't as good, but they weren't terrible, and you've listened. And that on its own is amazing. I can't think of a way to thank you, but what I will be doing is, you know, I'm going to be covering Need for Speed as if it's my child. And you cover it because it's cold. I couldn't think of another thing to say. But if you are subscribed here already, you're already in the place for Need for Speed stuffs. And I can now finally say I saw Need for Speed. It's amazing. Oh, it's called Need for Speed, isn't it? Didn't even speak about that. We had to suggest names. And I suggested Underground. But I think Need for Speed's more fitting. Just the Need for Speed, the relaunch. And that means every game in the future from now on is going to be similar to that. And it's going to be following the same engine, the same car rules. Just, I need to stop before I go on forever. Again, thank you to everyone. And hopefully you're as happy as I was seeing that game for the first time and hearing about it. And there's so much more you don't know yet. And you will find out very soon, my friends. It's been a long ride. We've still got a long ride to go. Let's keep going. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more and like if you did enjoy. I'll see you soon. Peace.